make them a part of your habit, because your habits are what make you a person.
Swimming is an incredible workout, so if you can get...
Why are you cheating?
Because like we spell laugh. Like, I'm a little deep into this, to be honest with y'all. I'm in chapter 3. Is done, and I'm probably gonna do like another hour on the treadmill later because I only got in like 5,000 steps instead of the 10,000 that I wanted. So yeah, but we're gonna get ready for the day. As you guys can see, I literally have like blue highlights in my hair and a freaking tooth gem because me and my friends went to this festival here. It's called the Midnight Sun Festival, and it's because Alaska's literally the land of the midnight sun. So, and they mean that literally. Like at midnight, it's still sunny as if it's like 12 noon. It's actually insane, and it happens for this summer. But we're not in the part of Alaska where it's like 24/7 daylight, 24/7 night. We just get the 24/7 daylight. Like I feel like in the winter, it's not exactly night all the time, but it is like an ugly gray color. But yeah, so I just had some fun, you know? I think I'm gonna get the tooth gem removed and get something else done actually as the tooth gem, just because it's a heart, like it's cute, but it's not giving what I wanted it to give. I kind of want the butterfly. So I think I'm actually gonna get that, which kind of brings me to the topic of this vlog. Girl, I know I've been gone for a minute, but that's because I've been lifing, you know? 30-year-old lifing, and I feel as though I'm not, I literally just had a conversation with my friend about this, how it feels like we skipped a bunch of years. And while I talk to you guys, I'm going to be getting ready, so I might not be looking at the camera the whole time because my mirror's over here too, so sorry. But we just talking, girl. It's like we're on FaceTime, okay? Just chat with me. Actually, let me like zoom you in. Is that better? Can you see my tooth gem better? Okay, yeah, so I've got blue in my hair, which is gonna come out, and a tooth gem that's gonna come off, and I'm gonna get something different, and I'm probably going to put in some tape-ins and do my hair different as well. Like the blue is fun, the blue is cute, but I actually think I'm gonna do more of like a bronzy blonde color and do like probably this long of extensions. Nothing too crazy, but I just think it'll be really fun for the summer. So yeah, guys, I just talked to my friend about this, but do you feel like you lost a big chunk of time since COVID? Like, I genuinely feel like 2 years ago was 2018 still. And it's 2024. And I'm finally coming out of that because I'm like, yo, I'm 30, you know? Existential crisis. Okay, so I'm basically trying to figure out life, and I kind of just want to bring you guys along with me on it, to be honest. Dang, she put this one like a little high, so I can't really like get a pretty slick back going. Sorry, you guys are just gonna be seeing these. This was just a fun random decision, okay? And now I must live with the consequences of my fun random decision. All right, so yeah, I just feel like I kind of got like a little lost in the sauce per se. Like I'm 30, so I've accomplished some of my life goals. I'm not even gonna say some, like I did a good job accomplishing things that I wanted to accomplish. I just feel like there's so many things that I didn't push myself to try because I always assumed we would have more time, and we don't, right? Like we literally were locked in the house for almost 2 years, and during that time you couldn't go do anything you just wanted to do. So I feel like this year, we have 6 months left of the year. So I really feel like it's like a mid-year reset. Like I just want to reset and have fun this year and like literally not care and enjoy life and just accomplish some of my goals that I've always wanted to accomplish that I've put on the back burner for other things. And I think that's like super important to do. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like there are things that I could have been working on for so long that I just didn't. So I'm basically just making like my non-negotiables this year, like things that I will not budge on, things that I must do to be like a better version of myself every single day, and saying yes more instead of saying like, oh no, like, well, what about this? Well, what about this? Well, what about this? Like, perfect example, we were getting tooth gems. So I asked my husband, and my friends are like, why? Like, I wish my husband would tell me no. And I was like, here's my thing. Normally I'm like that. I wish my husband would tell me no. Like, don't be telling me to do nothing. But when it comes to changing your appearance, I would want him to ask. If he was gonna get like a face tattoo, like I would want him to say something, right? Like the tooth gems, they last for like 2 years if you don't get them removed. I personally, if he was gonna do something like that, I would want him to say something to me and be like, hey, like, by the way, I'm probably gonna do this. I'm not necessarily asking for permission, but I'm asking your opinion. Now, at first he said yes, and then he said no, and then he said yes. And I understood him saying no. He's like, your smile is like a very big part of you. Like a lot of people compliment your smile. That's one of the first things I get complimented on by literally anyone I meet. So I understand what he was saying. Like, what if it fucks up your teeth? Like you're known for being very smiley. Your smile is like a big part of your personality. Like, are you sure you want to fuck with it? So to me, I was like, you know what? That's actually a smart thing to consider. Went back and forth, ended up just saying, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm going to get it because it's removable, right? Like, who cares? There's dentists for that, bro. Like, to be honest, like I could just go to dentist and get it fixed. But that moment of being like, oh my God, I'm not sure. Oh my God, I'm not sure. I never used to be like that. Like, that just wasn't something I did. I didn't go back and forth on myself and my thoughts. Like, if I wanted something, I just did it and I didn't care. And I really miss doing that. BT Dubs, what I'm using. I'm gonna go in with the Naturium Dew Glow Moisturizer, the SPF 50. This stuff is amazing. If you are a black girl and you need SPF and you do not want it to make you look crazy and gray, this is her. Also, if you don't know how much to use, they give you this little dip cap. For me personally, I measured it, so I used to dip in the cap, but when you have your nails done, it's kind of hard to like scoop it out. So I measured how many pumps it took to fill the cap. The cap fills with 4 pumps, so just keep that in mind. 4 pumps of this, and then I put some of these Drunk Element De-Bronzy drops in there. It just gives your skin like an extra bit of a glow. And I don't know about you, but if you were a girl that used to wear makeup every single day, sometimes it could be a little hard to not put on like a full face of foundation and stuff. So I feel like this just makes me feel like I put on makeup, even though I didn't really, if that makes sense. And I just like how it makes me look every day. So yeah, just rub them together and rub it in. And trust me, I know this is a sunblock that you guys are like, girl, she lying. I'm not. It really does just blend straight into your skin. And I do bring it down my neck because we're in like 24/7 daylight. I really don't have a choice. Don't forget your ears either. And yeah, it's so moisturizing too. Like you can sleep in it as well, because I have been, because even though we have blackout curtains, like you can still get daylight on you. And I know it's not good to be in sunblock all the time. However, in my case scenario, like if it's still pretty bright in the room and we're still getting a lot of sunlight, even with the blackout curtains, I will sleep in this as my nighttime moisturizer just to prevent sun damage. Because girl, we are 30 and I'm trying to look this age forever. So yeah, I ain't trying to grow. And we already know that girl, black don't crack. I ain't trying to get old, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom's about to turn 70 this year and she ain't looking a day over 45. And honey, I'm trying to match that energy. Except for I'm not trying to look a day over 30 when I'm 70. You feel me? You been feel me? Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here. So yeah, you guys can see that I just blended right in, gave me a little glow. Got me together today. And put the rest on your hands because sunblock on your hands is a necessity. But anyways, so I've just been feeling like I'm not doing what I need to do and just being myself and doing whatever I feel like. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you guys about, like in this vlog, just resetting, and more so like resetting your mindset too, just being more active and adamant with yourself. Like how many times do you sit there in a day and second guess yourself? And I'm gonna give you a minute to think about it, because if you're like me, it's a lot. It's a lot. I question myself all day and I never used to do that. And I think that, you know, girl, it's fashionable to have mental health issues now. I feel like the TikTok kids make it seem like it's so cool to have mental health issues, but it's a real thing, right? Like anxiety, depression, all those things, they're real. I have super bad anxiety and I got on SSRIs and it's literally been life-changing for me. That's the reason I'm sitting here talking to you guys right now, is I don't have that anxiety voice in the back of my head, like questioning everything I'm doing. Obviously not saying anyone needs meds, but if you are on the fence and you have a good doctor that you trust, you know, to each his own. In my case, that's what I'm doing, and it has been truly like revolutionary, life-changing for me. So yeah, I would say getting your mental health in check, number one, is going to be the most important part of this journey. Just because I feel like if you don't have your mental together, you can't really get anything else together. And for me, I did get my mental together. Like I'm in the process of getting it together, to be honest with you. And I just feel the change already so much that I can sit here and like talk to you guys about the other things that I want to get in check, right? So I kind of wrote down some like daily non-negotiables, and you guys got to see me do some of them. But there are others obviously that I have to like get through today. So daily non-negotiables, what does that mean? This means these are things that you will not budge on. They must be done every single day. There is no other option. They are non-negotiable. And I'm not talking about a Monday through Friday non-negotiable. I'm talking 7 days a week, 365. These things need to get done. Now, it doesn't have to be something you'll do forever. Like in my case, one of these, I'm not gonna be in Spanish lessons forever, right? But they are something that I wanna get done this year in the next 6 months. They are non-negotiables. So that's how I'm putting it out there. If you guys are also trying to figure out your non-negotiables, I'm gonna give you my examples. So, girl, I'm thirsty, hold on. Oh, and I just used the NYX brow glue. It'll all be linked down below for you guys, to be honest, either on my like to know it or Amazon, depending on like where I buy the items, but or maybe I'll just link them. Girl, whatever, go in the description box. You know where it's at. Go on down below, you will find everything that I used in there, okay? Water bottle too, hydro jug, it's all gonna be linked down below. So basically my non-negotiables start with 10,000 steps a day. And that might sound cray-cray. Trust me, I also feel like I'm cray-cray saying that to people. Like 10,000 steps. Isn't that just an arbitrary number they had made up? Yeah, but you know what? It's a good marker number. Like it's a good marker. Like it's truly a good amount of steps to be taking in a day, especially if you're trying to lose weight and be healthier. And for me, like my weight has been such a burden for years, and there are other issues with that, like hormonal issues and things like that, that until I get them figured out, I'm not exactly talking with you guys about, because I don't want to give you guys like misinformation. But it's something that you do have to work on. You do. But it's something I really want, I want to be someone that walks 10,000 steps a day. When I sit down and think about like the kind of person that I want to be in the next like decade of my life, right? Like I'm in a new decade. Like, who do you want to be in this decade? I want to be someone who prioritizes their health and wellness and mental health, emotional health, physical health, like all of it, right? Like I want to be someone who prioritizes those things. And how do you become that person? Well, you start having the habits of that person. That's the best we're getting for today. I'm not putting on a full face because I'm probably gonna have to work out again. So number 2 is a daily Spanish lesson. Daily, all right? If you guys didn't know, my husband's Mexican and I've been meaning to learn Spanish for literally our whole relationship. We just hit 4 years together, 2 years married, 4 years together, and it's time. I know some Spanish and I can understand some. My in-laws are like 1000% speaking Spanish and I am able to like answer in English. I could answer some in Spanish. It would be like Spanglish. Like I'd be answering like every other word in Spanish kind of vibe, every 2 words in Spanish, kind of something like that. So I really would like to just become fluent. My husband got me Rosetta Stone lessons. So shout out to the hubby. I'll link it down below. He got it on like a really good sale and I think it's still going. So I'll link it for you guys. Yeah, I have the app. I need to do it every single day. I'm about to do it after I finish talking with you guys. And it's just something that I need to make a non-negotiable. Number 1, because I like to learn. I'm actually considering going back to school for a second master's, but that's a whole other conversation, girl. And number 2, it's like good to work your brain in a different way. Like I feel like we are so accustomed, especially in America, we're very accustomed to only speaking English and having our one language and having everything like our way, this one way. And I just think it's BS. And on top of that, like we want to have kids, we want to have a family, and I don't ever want my kids to be missing a part of their culture. And to me personally, both parents speaking both languages is extremely important. To each his own. How you want to do it in your house is how you want to do it in your house. My kids definitely, I want them to be bilingual, fluent in both, and there's just no negotiation on that. So for that to occur, again, we are building into the woman we want to be. If you guys want a whole video on how I made a Pinterest board and like walking you guys through how to make a Pinterest board to design the person that you want to be and planning out the steps of becoming that person, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will happily make you one, because I did all of that and it truly has changed how I move through life. Like honestly, fuck a vision board. Like a cutesy little like stick it on the wall. Yes, we can make one. We can make one, but that's not the deep work that you need to do. The deep work that you need to do is to literally build the person you want to be in your mind, and then find media that matches that person. And then figure out the habits of that person and then introduce those habits into your daily life. Make them a part of your habit, because your habits are what make you a person. Has nothing to do with I'm manifesting. Manifesting is part of it, don't get me wrong, but if you just sit around and manifest and say like I'm gonna be a skinny bitch, you aren't gonna be one. You're not. Joke's on us, girl. You're not. I know it, you know it, we know it, but yet we still sit here and think like I'm manifesting. Like, that's not enough. That's not enough. You have to put in the work. And this right now is putting in the work, making just 5 simple non-negotiables that you will not back down on. Those 5 things are gonna get you way further in life than if you just sat there and were like, oh my God, I'm just manifesting the life I want. I'm making a vision board and I'm gonna look at it every single morning, but I'm not gonna do anything on it. You're not gonna get there. It's an all-encompassing package. And what I'm saying with making 5 non-negotiables is like the first step. It's one of the first steps in the package after you've done the background work. So if you wanna see my Pinterest board, like I will walk you guys through the steps of making one, and I'll like make it public so you guys can see it and practice on it and, you know, see how I made it, see the sections I made, and yeah. The next one is drinking 100 ounces of water a day. Girl, we know you thirsty. We all thirsty. Iced coffee, ain't cutting it. Ain't cut them Red Bulls, put it down. Celsius, Alani Nu. 1 maximum a day. I'm calling all of us out because I'm one of them. 1 maximum a day. Maximum. I'm sorry. We don't need to be at our desk sipping coffee all day. Sipping matchas, green teas, whatever. Like, I love a good matcha. Like, girl, I love me some matcha. I love me some coffee. I love an energy drink. But we don't need that all day. Especially if you're already anxious. Girl, if you're already anxious, put it down. Put it down. Because what you need is a decaf. Okay? Because I'm anxious. What we need is a decaf. But we like to act up, you know. We like to act up. So I'm just going to say this. 1 caffeinated beverage a day. 1 strongly caffeinated beverage. Let me say that. 1 strongly caffeinated beverage a day. 1 more half-caff beverage a day. And that's it. That's all you need. And I'm gonna try and cut out that half-caff beverage in a day as well, to be honest with you. But it might take some time. So for now, I have my 1 highly caffeinated in the morning. Like, it's gotta be in the morning, and I'm habit stacking it with walking on the treadmill to get me to 10,000 steps a day. Therefore, my caffeine not so great habit is being matched with a very good habit. So I don't feel as guilty having my cup of coffee because I'm doing something good. Now, if I want a second cup of coffee, it's gonna be a decaf or a half calf, right? But it's also going to, again, be paired with walking so that I can have my little guilty pleasure with a habit that's actually like really important and becoming a better person myself. So the next one is planning my day. So I now am doing this as my job. Like, I do content creation. I know you lying. Somebody wants everyone to know they have a big truck, so I'm so sorry if you can hear it. Okay, plan my day. So I do content creation as my job now. Lucky for me, this is what I get to do. I get to hang out and make you guys content and film videos for you and just kick it with you. That's lucky for me, right? Like, that's honestly like what I want to do. It's something I really want to work on becoming better and better at. And it's a craft, it's an art craft that I just really love. I always have loved. And I always come back to this as something that I truly want to do, that I kind of chicken out on and don't have as much confidence in myself to do. So for once and for all, we are doing it. This next 6 months, this is what we're doing. We're going full force. We're sucking it up. Cringe, uncomfortable, doesn't matter. Like, to be the person we want to be, we have to put in the work. So for me, planning my days is going to be crucial because I for surely can get off track. For sure can get off track. I'm like squirrel all day, okay? So planning my days is a necessity. I do have a planner that I use on my iPad that I can link down below. It's by Flourish Planner. It's my absolute favorite planner. Like, I love them. I'm switching up how I plan my days though, because there's like a morning one, and I think I'm actually just gonna do that instead of the 5-minute journal, because you do write gratitude in there and everything. And I am building like a morning routine that would kind of get me like the best version of myself, again, keeping her in mind. So if you guys wanna know, I will walk you through how I create my morning routine and then show you how I follow it, if that makes sense, and troubleshoot it if it's not working for me. And then the last thing is reading 10 pages of a book. Now, I stole that directly from the 75 soft, 75 hard, whatever challenge. Like, you guys know the 75-day challenge. It's a self-discipline challenge, all of those things. And I do think it's an amazing challenge. I just think like 75 days, it is a good start. And I tried it and I just felt like it didn't resonate with me. Like, a lot of things on it, I didn't necessarily care to do in that way. So this is kind of more so a more intensive way of doing it. But the read 10 pages of a book is like crucial to me. I think reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book is something we should all be doing every day. It's really good just for you to expand your mind and get past the algorithm and what the algorithm tells you to learn. For me, reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book is a great way to just remind myself that there is more than just like the algorithm and silly like shoe shopping and Amazon hauls. There's more to life than that. So right now I'm reading Atomic Habits because I'm trying to make better habits. You see? It's all tied together, girl. It's all together. So yeah, I'm reading Atomic Habits. That's my 10 pages a day that I am reading. And once I finish that book, I think I'm gonna read The Body Keeps the Score or some other kind of like mental improvement book. That's just the category of nonfiction I have chosen. You definitely could read like a book on World War II as your nonfiction book. You could read your textbook for college as your nonfiction book. Like, it doesn't matter as long as it's nonfiction. You can read an academic article as your nonfiction book. I just think reading something that isn't based in like pseudo fantasy world is very important in keeping us grounded every single day. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm reading Atomic Habits right now. It's nonfiction. It's talking about building habits and behavior. If you guys didn't know, I got my master's in behavior analysis and practice. So I actually am someone who loves studying behavior. I've worked in the field of behavior analysis for the past 7 years. So it truly is like in my realm, and it's approaching it from a very different angle. Atomic Habits does use some of the greats of behavior analysis. It uses some of their research and some of other research and kind of mixes it all together, which I really like. So that's why I'm reading it. But yeah, if you want more in depth on my like thoughts on the book, please let me know, and like behavior change. But long story short, I'm not gonna talk your ear off, girl, because I gotta get to my next things, okay? Those are my 5 non-negotiables, and right now I want you to write your 5 non-negotiables down in the comments down below. I know it can be weird, like putting it out there, but the social pressure of knowing you've said it, you've stated it somewhere, and others can see it can also encourage you to do what you need to do to make it happen. So me telling you guys is like social pressure for me, because y'all can comment below and ask me at any time, like, girl, did you drink your water today? You call me out, right? If I'm filming a vlog and you don't see me take a sip of water, girl, you better get on me in them comments. You better get on me in them comments, because we gonna call each other out and hold each other accountable. That's the only way to do it. If not, what's the point, right? So that's how it is. We got our 5 non-negotiables. You're putting yours in the comments down below. I just told y'all mine, and we gonna get to it. Right now, I'm gonna start my Spanish lesson, and then I am going to read my 10 pages of my book.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Pequeña.
Pequeña. Not me getting 97%. She's learning a language. Watch out. All right. Time to read my book. I'm a little deep into this, to be honest with y'all. I'm in chapter 3, How to Build Better Habits in 4 Simple Steps. So I am back. It is so much later in the day. It is almost 7 o'clock, and I honestly took a fat nap today. Your girl was tired, okay? But I did get some stuff done, like some laundry, playing with the dogs, did a little computer work for my Etsy shop, and I did some laundry and took a fat nap. So, you know, got things done. But getting all that done, hey, got me to my 10,000 steps, and I have 84 ounces of water in already. So I only need 16 more ounces of water today to reach my 100-ounce goal. And I've already walked my 10,000 steps. I already did my Spanish lesson you guys saw, and I read my 10 pages of the book. So I literally already have completed my non-negotiables, and it's not even 7 p.m. Like, this is what I mean when I say pick things that really are important to you and things that you will put the effort in to do every single day, because once you do them, there's like no going back from them, you know? Like, it's absolutely amazing. It's so much easier to do. It's like so much quicker, and you just get them done real easy. So yeah, we are gonna go ahead and cook dinner. I'm making us like spam musubi bowls. I just think it'll be really good. And like a lightweight dinner kind of vibe because I'm hungry and I'm kind of lazy. So let's go cook. All right, babe, I'm ending the video here and I know exactly what you're thinking. Girl, it is 2 p.m. Baby, it's not 2 p.m. It is 10:08. It's midnight sun in Alaska, which means it literally looks like this at 10 p.m. It looks like the middle of the day, but it is 10 p.m. and it's time for me to hit the hay. So I'm gonna end the video here. I really, really hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. I love to make these kind of videos and I'll be here every single week. Also, do not forget to put your 5 non-negotiables in the comments down below. Make your commitment so we can go on this journey together. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.